What's up? I'm Steve Ewing. I own Steve's Hot Dogs. I'm a bodybuilder. I will knock you out, and you're watching Three Lawyers Eating Sandwiches.
Folks,
we're back.
We got a winner today.
Howdy. We do.
This can be a great episode.
Howdy.
You all know Terry Crouppen. No, today...
He's here?
Yeah, this is... You want to do our intro, Andy? Okay. You usually like to get this thing rolling.
Oh, what are we? S2, E5, or 6? We got to figure out how many. Lots.
This feels like maybe our 6th of the new season.
Like...
Is that about right?
It's maybe 5 or 6. Now, I'll tell you, I have a little concern here. Oh, yeah, I am reading
doing
that
hot dog
right.
Flights. Well, I think, listen, it's Steve's Hot Dogs.
It just looks like a lot of food.
It is. It is a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. And I don't know. Oh, where's my knife?
What's that cleaver hanging right over there?
Well, that's like one of my knives. I don't know where my other knife is. My other one.
We're just getting started. Folks.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm usually I'm the one.
Does Steve need an introduction, or do you think everyone in St. Louis knows who he is?
I would think so, because he's famous in
more
multiple
famous than
ways. You're independently famous in 2 different areas.
Okay, here's a question: is he more famous than Mr. Gary?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Well, so
he's more famous than
Mr.
any of us.
You know Mr. Gary, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. If assuming fame is defined by just the sheer number of people who know who you are.
It's
now,
knowing. It's not like necessarily, although I'm sure they like you, but it's knowing.
Now the advantage Mr. Gary has is the crown, so he's a bit maybe more recognizable.
You need a bit of paraphernalia.
I need something like a crown.
Maybe
a kimono.
A kimono.
A belt you wear over one shoulder, with medals, like a girl, the Girl Scouts.
Like a WWE belt.
Yeah, a sash.
A sash with badges.
That would be good.
We have a...
Steve, we're going to work on that.
Okay, I'm in.
We have a friend who went to a WWE thing and said to his significant other, "Whatever you do, don't let me buy a belt. Whatever you do, don't let me buy a belt. Whatever you do." Goes to the bathroom, comes back
out. He's got a $650 belt like this.
I didn't know they sold such expensive
belts. They sold the good one
at the events. I think it was actually closer to 1,000.
Yeah, actually, his was close to 1,000 because it was made specifically for that St. Louis event.
Wow. I'm shocked they sell that kind of merch.
That's awesome.
Brody's got one of the Ric Flair, the big gold belt, and that was $650.
I once went to a match and shook hands with Andre the Giant.
Oh my God.
Huh.
I mean, his hand came up
his fingers wrapped around twice.
No, I mean...
It's enormous.
Did you ever see him holding
a beer can?
A beer can.
You can look it up. Pull it up on Google, because it's a famous picture. Yeah. Looking at a picture of a beer can and Andre the Giant's grip, you can't even see the can. His hand envelops the entire thing.
We'll throw that up on the screen.
So, Steve, just so that everyone knows, he mentioned that you're famous from two different areas. But the area that I care the most about, and there's no knock on your music, because I'm sure it's delightful. I'm not familiar as much with it, but I am familiar with the hot dogs.
With hot dogs,
because Steve's Hot Dogs is kind of become one of those legendary St. Louis places.
We're getting there. Like, that was the goal of mine. Like, when we first started, I wanted to be just on the same level as Ted Drew's or Emo's. I wanted to be a household name here in St. Louis.
I kind of feel...
I think you done did it.
Yeah, I mean, let me say this. You're getting there. If you're not already there, you're getting there.
I don't feel like we're there, but we're working on it. So,
my kid was showing off once, and I was going to call him a hot dog, but I called him a Steve's hot dog.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't an insult anymore. Then it was a compliment.
No, where are your locations now? You're in the Foundry, right?
We have that's the
grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese concept, Steve's Meltdown. That's at City Foundry.
Okay.
But our hot dog locations are at South Grand. We are in Del Mar in the Maker District.
Okay.
And then we have a new one in Chesterfield at the district.
So you're trying to make us into like a mini Chicago with all these dogs.
Let me tell you, I live in Chesterfield. I did not know that you had a location there now.
So we're right next to the brewery.
So Four Hands?
Four Hands.
Okay.
High Point, and then Steve's Hot Dogs. Have a nice.
You're doing great. Would you like to buy some Terry's Bitcoin? I'll talk to you a little later about it. I'd like you in on the ground floor, Steve.
You know what? I would like you to have a Bitcoin, and then I want to interview the very first person that buys any of it.
I wonder if you could do that on a
I have a friend. Yes, you can, but you're not going to sell any. I have a friend who is applying for a loan, and had to disclose his fart coin holdings on his financial disclosure, and it's just such a ridiculous thing to have to.
In other words, there's a.
What does our world come to?
You can. You can start a Bitcoin and call it anything.
Well, it's not a Bitcoin; it's a cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm. Right. A Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency.
Yes.
But you can start when I could call it the Ed's.
That's right.
Or Steve's.
Yeah. No one's going to buy it.
To be more
I don't know if no one would buy it.
I think all of it's nonsense.
Can you set the price yourself?
I think the market sets the price. You probably can set the initial price.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I think most of the.
Well, Steve, you're the expert in this area.
Yeah.
No, are you kidding me? He's like, what are you talking about? I just wanted to talk about hot dogs.
There are a lot of people who are creating their own currencies.
What did you want? Just Steve's hot dog.
Yeah, but let's get a little bit, because I would like to know this personally. I don't know that much about what you were doing earlier in your professional career, because you've had this great success in the music world, and obviously now with Steve's Hot Dogs. But how old of a guy are you?
I'm 54.
Really?
Oh my goodness, you look great.
I would have thought you were younger than that.
And when did the music?
Wait, are you a 1971 baby?
I'm 70.
70. So you still have your birthday coming up this year?
Yeah, August.
August what?
August 12th.
I'm August 3rd. I'm turning 54.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to be the same age for 9 days.
Yep.
And then you're going to pass me again.
Talk for a little bit about the music career, because the Urge is a big band, had national success. How long? And every once in a while, you guys still get together and play, right?
Yeah, we still do about anywhere from 5 to 15 shows, depends on our schedule.
A year?
A year, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll still do some touring a little bit.
At its height, give us the Urge at its height. What was it like? What kind of touring were you doing?
By the time our second major label record came out was 98. That single went to number 8 in the charts.
Wow. What charts? The R&B or
alternative charts.
Okay.
So, and it was in massive major rotation, 2 videos at MTV.
Wow.
So we were touring all year long. So
were you opening, or were you an opening group, or were you the main group?
So it depends on, our agency would put us out with bands like 311 or bands like Korn. On those tours, we'd open, and then we'd go back out on headlining tours.
Wow.
So we just stayed on the road.
Were you making good money?
It was okay.
But
it wasn't crazy money.
But was it? Were you living the dream? Was it like exciting? Did it live up to what you thought that would be like, or was it just a grind like everything else?
It went beyond what I dreamed of. Honestly, like I thought, and I saw a lot of my favorite bands like Fishbone or like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and stuff, and they were going and they were touring and they were playing in venues that were anywhere from like 300 to 1,000, and they were content. And I'm like, that would be great. Just do this all the time. We went beyond that, like with charting and with being on MTV and all that. And
that's huge.
That's amazing. So I can't even imagine the sensation of popping on MTV and having a video pop up. That just seems like insane.
Let me ask you a question. Most people would think if you had that kind of success, then you would become. There's a lot of money there. What's the deal with that? Does somebody else get all the money, or do they? I would just
a lot of mouths to feed too.
Well, there's a number you get to before you start making money on record sales, and
you got to recoup.
You got to recoup all that. It costs a lot to put a band out and to promote a band to get them to that point and to get them on the road. So you're talking millions of dollars that a record label has invested at that point. So you recoup that back from sales for you. But when you recoup that, then you start making money on sales. But you do make money on the road, but you also spend so much money on the road.
Did you have a gold record?
We did not get a gold record.
No.
So yeah.
It's not too late though, right? Because technically, if it gets to a certain point.
Yep. We still can get.
Are you still making money off of record sales? Are you still getting checks? You must be, right?
Not off sales because there isn't any retail.
Well, streams, I guess.
Why aren't we getting any food?
I don't know. Where is it?
Hopefully it's coming. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Thank God.
Are you getting any streams? Although you get paid
like,
so
not
little.
much there. Money is really from royalties, like performance royalties, radio, television, things like that. And then,
are your songs, will you flip on some random TV show and hear one of your songs in it?
Yeah, quite a few TV shows, especially in the
awesome.
90s, had our stuff in it. And so if there's any reruns or things like that, we get paid on it.
That's cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
How do you go from that to hot dogs?
Hot Dogs was just going to be, when I moved back to, I was in LA for a while, moved back to St. Louis, and it was going to be a second income. It's like, I'm going to buy a hot dog cart. I'm going to take it out with me because there's no food. I didn't notice any food at the venues I was playing at with my Steve Ewing band. There was no food in the streets. I'm like, man, Chicago, like all these other cities, like you get done with the show and there's somebody on the street. Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow. They're look like they're pre-cut.
Yeah. Well, they're.
I don't even need my knife.
No, it's not that. It's not that it's pre-cut. No,
like,
this is a flight of hot dogs.
Wait, we don't each get a box.
No, it's an 8 half dog flight. So you are going to have to cut these up.
You get 2 boxes. So
I am going to have to cut them up.
Yeah. So you're just going to have to cut them all in half. So that instead of halves, they're quarters.
You know I can do that.
You know what we should do? We should have bibs.
What?
This stuff gets
You should
very
definitely
messy. Well,
You should have.
Maybe I should just.
You should
I would
have a
like
blanket.
a bib or an apron next time.
I've never seen anything like that.
I remember mentioning that place that had it was like a towel with a Velcro around the neck.
Smells good. Looks good.
What's those? What are you opening?
But my knife is missing.
Onion rings.
Where's my knife?
Well, why don't you use the
That's
other?
the whiskey go-go onion rings right here.
Let's get the sauce open next to it.
Am I confusing the Urge with the Cure? Maybe.
Yeah, that's 2 different things.
What was your biggest song? What was your biggest?
We had a song called Jump Right In. That's the one that topped the charts.
No song and dance, just jump right in. From the urge to do it, skin to skin. What the hell, here I go.
Closer entered the charts. Top 200, but it didn't really go much further than that.
Yeah. We got a fan back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a couple of pictures in message.
Oh, okay. Let me see what we got. Oh wow.
We got Andre the Giant's hand?
Some pictures of Steve from back in the day with the band.
Did you play an instrument?
I'd sing.
He's a
He's a singer.
singer.
He's a front man.
You were the lead man.
Okay. Talk us through. Hey, Steve,
We've got it. This
Let's
is an
start
8 half dog flight. Do people order it like
Where's
this?
this- which
Yeah,
one's this?
that's how you order it. That's how
Oh
it
my
comes.
God.
where's the St. Louis style dog?
The St. Louis style dog is this one right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm
The
going to have
official,
to.
actually, the official hot dog of St. Louis.
Really?
You want
So we
more?
got
Now,
the
what's
mayor and
odd
the-
is.
I got to focus on the dogs.
Oh, I see. I'm going to have to pair them up.
Yep. Because this is people will come in and get this for lunch. They're eating 4 hot dogs.
Well,
The equivalent.
this is a splittable kind of.
Wait,
I
we
would
got a
hope.
problem
This,
here.
people
Although
like
I'm
it.
guessing there are some people that can come in and put that down.
Yeah,
like
so we have a
nothing.
contest. So if you eat this in 20 minutes or less, you get it for free.
Why
You
do
get sick.
why do they have to do it so fast? Why can't they
It's a-
savor these delicious
I mean,
dogs?
you can buy it, but if you eat it really fast, you get it for free.
Yeah. Well,
Did you ever?
how often do people do that? Because that's a
lot.
lot. And can they finish in 20
Oh,
minutes?
we had the record is just over 2 minutes.
I hope you're recording all of those for
All
social
of
media
that,
content
all of
because
that,
that's a
yes.
blast. I'd watch. I got to follow that.
Yeah.
I want to see people shoving their faces.
Yes.
Are there Steve's hot dogs like at Schnucks?
No, we haven't done retail
You
yet.
ought to do that because we
Well,
did
yeah,
that
but the
Ed banana
toppings.
peppers,
There you
and
go.
it didn't go anyplace.
So retail is something we're
What are you
definitely talking about. We're just
Remember
not there
we
yet.
tried that Ed's banana peppers,
Oh, yeah.
and it
those
just
were-
didn't do it. I think maybe it was the pepper.
Are you
But,
involved,
the
Steve? Are you like any sports stadiums or anything out with your
We're everywhere but the Cardinal Stadium. So we're at
You're at soccer, right?
We're at the soccer stadium. We're at Enterprise, and we're at the Dome. So we're there for Battle Hawks games.
No,
and
wait a
all the
minute. Do you have?
concerts.
Is there a part of you that has any roots in Chicago? Is there, or no? It's
Yep.
just.
Yep, I did get some insight and some inspiration from just the street carts in Chicago back in the day. There's a lot of them.
No, it tastes like a good quality hot dog. What do you use? All beef?
All beef.
Oh boy, this is a daunting task.
It will be.
Take the Nathan's hot dog, cold smoke it, a low temperature smoke, and then we grill it.
Really?
Oh wow. Okay.
Now that's technique.
So that's that flavor you're getting where it's like kind of has the backyard flavor to it.
No, don't worry about it.
Smoke and fire, so that's it.
I feel like Chicago gets way too much credit when it comes to the hot dog. When in reality,
I believe
you
so.
mentioned that you know Nathan's. That was Nathan handiwork.
Yeah, but
who sold his hot dogs in Coney Island, New York, which is the birthplace of hot dogs. Arthur Feltman, or I don't know if the first name was Arthur, but Mr. Feltman had Feltman's. They invented the hot dog. The hot dog is an American invention. It is not a German invention.
Ed has an obsession with the show called The Food That Built America.
Yeah, I know.
That's great. I got to check that
That
out.
was phenomenal.
Yeah,
the
but
hot dog episode's a great episode.
I
the
definitely gotta check
difference
that out.
is the New York dog never really had much on it. Chicago took what New York made.
They're all about toppings.
Well, they
are.
created
That I'll
that
give them.
Chicago dog, which is Vienna beef, and then all of the typical toppings. Like we have one in there. Our
Yeah,
Chicago
what's
dog.
next? What are we going to?
Let's
Chicago.
'cause
Let's
that was
go
very
right to
good. The St.
Chicago.
Louis one was great. I love banana
Point to
peppers on
Chicago. Is
anything.
that this one?
See, where's our Chicago?
Was the hot dog invented into the World's Fair?
No.
It was not invented at the World's Fair. It was
Debut.
it
Popularized.
debuted. It was
That's where people.
that's where it kind of took off right there.
Yeah.
Now, Feltman, what was interesting was he invented it, but it wasn't a big part of their menu. And Nathan Handiwork worked for Feltman and asked him and said, kind of interested in these hot dogs. Do you mind if I work on those? And the guy was like, yeah, do whatever you want, kid. He didn't care. Nathan then went right down the
All right, get me your
boardwalk.
plates.
Went right down the boardwalk from him. And started selling them for a nickel a piece instead of a dime, which is what they were in Feltman. So they cut his
Yep.
price in
Cut
half.
the price. Yep.
And you know what he did? This I thought was genius. He knew that people weren't going to necessarily trust a hot dog at first. They didn't know what was in it. People were putting a lot of things in grinders. What he did was he told the medical personnel that was down in the hospital that was in the area, the doctors and the nurses, that if they came on his line wearing their white medical gear, that they would have their hot dog for free.
Yep.
Because then they would walk around the boardwalk, and when people saw medical professionals wearing their lab whites, eating the hot dogs, it sent the signal that this was healthy, that this was okay to eat, and that the business exploded. And then, of course, once the Depression rolled around the next couple of decades,
Very affordable.
then it
food.
was,
that
it was off to the
influenced-
races.
Did hot dogs, was there like a dip, a problem like with what you were talking about? He needed that. Was that the result of, wasn't Upton Sinclair's book kind of, isn't that what kind of turned people against hot dogs at one point?
It may have, but I think that there were a lot of books about not trusting meat. There were a lot of stories about
the meat consumption period.
Anything
got
that was
a bad
ground.
rap. It really started pushing grains and
Yeah.
the food pyramid. Meat started getting a bad rap. So yeah.
What's next?
So
the
this is the Chicago.
dog.
What is on the Chicago?
Chicago's got tomato slices, pickle slices. It's
Maybe
got
a fan.
generally has the what we call the Technicolor relish,
Okay.
but we use regular dill relish on ours, and then and it's got which is better quality, and it's got chopped onion. It's got the sport pepper, and it's tied together with celery salt and yellow mustard.
Don't you think a big part of the popularity of hot dogs is its portability?
For sure.
Of course, yes.
Portability is
People
huge.
like to walk and
Portability and
eat.
price.
Yeah,
It's a perfect sandwich to fit in your hand.
Yeah.
It's a one-hander,
it's great.
where sandwiches are two-handers.
And kids love hot dogs. It's a food that you can get on very early.
Yep.
They're inexpensive compared to.
Why didn't the Germans see this?
Well, they were, of course,
The Frankfurter.
Making-
They were doing
sausages.
frankfurts and sausages.
Yeah, they were doing sausages, bratwurst. I mean, they really did.
With a bun around
Yes.
it?
Yeah, they were doing
think
all
so.
of that. But what we call the hot dog here, our combination of meats and spices that go in the grinder and that texture is different than what they were doing.
Let me hand you
But-
these.
It's a very fine emulsification. Like it's different than that.
All right. Exactly.
It's like a sausage.
So talk about your process. This is the first time hearing about it because I do
Right.
always wondered how does a place make the actual hot dog
It never
special?
occurred to me that they didn't just.
Yeah, pop it
Yeah,
on. But
yeah.
to smoke them first.
Right.
So
Is that the secret?
it is the secret.
And is that a common thing to do at places who are prideful about their hot dogs?
It's not. It's just a lot of work, and so we like, well, it's a lot of work, but it makes a great flavor, and it started honestly when we first started doing festivals, what I noticed that the guy who makes the most smoke gets the longest line. I went to a bunch of festivals and I saw 5-6 guys selling the same exact thing. One guy's line was longer. I'm like, why is his line longer? He had a smoker in the back. He was making a bunch of smoke back there, and everybody was
sending smoke signals.
and
telling
the
you,
smell
people-
coming
and
out of there
smell
probably was
comes
just
out.
drawing the people in.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, I tossed them over, but
moths to
here's
the flame.
Yeah, seriously. So we started doing that at festivals, and then
What is this price?
Right.
and then we actually
Let me have a fryer, Joe.
started just
Need to
grilling the
change
dogs putting the dogs on the smoke. Started grilling, like, oh my god, that's an amazing flavor. So and what we found is that with the Nathan's hot dog, it's the one that takes the smoke the best.
Who's coming up with all these recipes? Is this you in the kitchen, or is this your team? Who's doing this?
This is my team. Like the St. Louis hot dog was an invention by a guy named Joe Siebel, who is still with me actually. This was originally built to become the St. Louis hot dog. Like we wanted this hot dog to be
The mac and cheese one?
no, the St. Louis style dog. The one that would represent our city, because technically we didn't have a hot dog that represented St. Louis.
And when you say that, what you mean by that is the...
like there's a Chicago dog, or there's a
no, but you mean the smoking it first part of it, the prep?
just the
this
toppings,
combinations.
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Hey, is this the bacon cheeseburger right
That's
there?
the bacon cheeseburger. Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting good. Let's address the elephant in the room. Where do you stand on ketchup on a hot dog? And I think I know because I don't see any on any of these.
I'm honestly like all about ketchup on a hot dog. 'Cause
Really?
it's sugar.
Get him out of here.
I love ketchup on a
It's
hot dog.
sweet.
We're going to lose all of our viewers.
So we have a lot of
Really?
recipes that are sweet. So like this
I
one
don't
has
like ketchup on it.
barbecue
No, I
sauce
don't
on
either.
it. That one has barbecue sauce on it. So sugar and
know
salt
why.
and fat all go really well together.
Exactly.
I don't know why either. It does not. Mustard is to me way better.
Well, I don't know why
Mustard
people
is fantastic,
Yeah, but
don't get me
yeah,
wrong,
exactly. Why are people constantly hell bent on pitting ketchup against mustard? These
Well,
are
I
not
think-
enemies. They live side by
enemies.
side. I put them both on my hot dogs. I put them both on my hamburgers.
And the funny thing is okay, you can't put ketchup on a hot dog, but you can put it on shrimp. Like when you think that, you know what cocktail sauce is? It really is just ketchup.
It's ketchup,
with
chili sauce, and horseradish.
Yeah.
With horseradish, yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, but when you make it at home, you really just get some horseradish, throw it in ketchup,
Yeah.
and the idea.
Listen, we've been putting
Listen,
ketchup on burgers
I
for
love
years. If it's good on a
cocktail
burger,
sauce.
it's good on a dog.
It is.
I love
exactly.
cocktail sauce, but when you actually sit down and think that you're just dipping shrimp in ketchup, it is the idea of it is disgusting.
Listen, ketchup was specifically designed to be a universal sauce
Yeah.
to go with everything. Getting
It's
back to the food that built
mission
America.
accomplished.
We all know that when Heinz, and he really did invent tomato ketchup.
Cheeseburger hot dog. This feels blasphemous.
The concept of ketchup pre-existed him, but not tomato ketchup. He made it.
Why this stuff happens?
Which stuff?
You know, the ketchup people hate mustard people. There's evil in the world.
Yeah, it is. Well, because there are people that like to divide us, and the way you divide people is you set up
Condiments.
So
you set
far
up
about the whole
fictional
thing, like-
choices.
There's evil in the world. There is.
It's a fictional choice. Vanilla versus chocolate. These are fictional choices. You do not have to choose. You can have both.
Have you ever been to the Wiener Circle?
Yeah, oh yeah, where you get yelled at. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been there?
No, I don't even know what
Oh,
that
it's
is.
great. In Chicago? You would love it.
Isn't there Portillo's? Isn't that a big deal?
It is, but the Wiener Circle is a hot dog stand, but their whole thing is the people, you yell at them and they yell at you, but when I say that, they say the most vile things
It's
to
like
you.
Ed
and
DeBevick's, isn't it?
it is
Chicago
it is,
people like to be insulted with their food.
But Ed DeBevick's was sort of PG. I would say the Wiener Circle is more rated X. Anything goes. It is a remarkable environment.
You need to have some thick skin when you go in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going up later this month. Maybe I'll go and let them insult me.
go to the
Why
Wiener
not?
Circle. It's a fun place to go.
Bring up the word ketchup, and then you'll
Isn't
see
it
what's
funny?
up.
Oh God.
To be insulted when you know it's not real
Well, it's
is
the
funny.
roast. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah, but it's not real, but it is real because you're not just going to randomly roast somebody that has nothing to do with them. You're subjecting yourself a little bit to.
You are.
Oh, you've got something coming out of your nose. I'm not sure if it was. I don't know if oh, there it goes. I wasn't sure if it originated in the nose or on the hot dog, and
You
then
can't tell if it's
Ed,
coming
hold
or
on.
going.
It's a medical issue, okay? I have a medical issue.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Throw this young man out. There is evil in the world.
in the world.
There's evil in the world.
But it was so okay.
Is it going?
Well, I want to talk more
Someone
about
give
these
me
hot
something
dogs
to hydrate, please.
because
Really,
you're choosing
anything?
these buns.
Yeah.
That's a huge
that'd be
choice.
great.
Huge
And I think
choice.
overlooked by a lot of places.
The bread is
the bread is
everything.
just as significant
Yeah.
as the dog.
Yeah, where do you get the bread? Do you
choice.
make
How did you
it?
come to this?
So originally the bread was made by Vitale Bakery on the hill.
Fine people.
Yep, great. And when we started expanding, we needed a company that could expand with us. So we went with Companion, and the recipe is very similar, but we needed something that was strong and sturdy that could hold all these toppings.
Yeah, because that is not a hot dog bun.
It's not a regular hot dog.
Hot dog bun ain't holding up to these
No,
toppings.
there's not a chance that
you
they
wouldn't be
would.
able to put all this stuff in there. Yeah,
It does make them certainly far more substantial.
Yep, big
I
time.
mean, this is for me, and I mean, other people may be different, but I'm guessing for most people, one hot dog, and that's a full meal.
That's
here.
it. Yep.
Yeah, this isn't like you're at a backyard barbecue and you're grabbing two dogs
grabbing
and
two
sitting
couple
down.
of
No,
dogs.
A
yeah.
this
sissy,
is
don't you?
How often do you have
Who
somebody
eats one hot dog
put down
for a
a
meal?
whole box?
Like one of these, you mean?
Yeah, a
we,
flight.
We have people come in. They do it for the contest. Typically, people share it, but we have a lot of people come in to do the contest.
I got to get online and look at that
Is
when we're
it
done here.
frequent that someone is able to do the whole thing?
No. Well, they'll finish it.
This is the, I've been waiting for this one, the chili cheese dog.
Do they have
yeah.
to hold it down for a certain amount of time?
Until they leave, yeah.
No, I mean, isn't there something like that?
In a lot of eating
the
I'm
big
thinking,
contests.
I'm thinking like the Nathan's contest.
This
they
is
do
more
actually
in
have
fun.
to hold it down. Yeah, oh yeah.
If you
How
get
much-
it down,
how would
that's
you eat
fine.
like that? I eat a lot, and I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do it. Even at my pre-surgery, I couldn't do
no, man, that's crazy.
it. Man, these are good hot dogs. Mm-hmm. I don't eat a lot of hot dogs these days, but I should.
Remember
That's
the-
basically
remember
a
the good
Coney
old
Island
days?
right there.
Remember the good old days
Right.
with Ed? You'd never see him without a dog in his hand.
Those were the dog years.
Yeah,
They were good years.
I
I
miss this.
Yeah, I know. I do too sometimes.
Difference is a Coney, New York, you go east, they have chili sauce. So like we use a chili. that
versus actual chili?
That has beans and stuff with that. You go east or
was
southeast,
that?
they have a chili sauce.
Have you
something
had?
just go
Is there
flying?
much relish on any of these?
They just came
I
flying
like
down.
relish on it. Wouldn't,
I love
wouldn't
relish.
Me. I love. Is there relish? There
One of
were
them
so
had
many
relish. I
One
things.
of them had relish.
Yeah.
Chicago dog have relish.
Yeah. of course.
Let's pause. Anybody have a favorite so far? I think I do.
Okay.
My favorite you guys haven't eaten yet.
Oh, really? I think so far, just because I like mustard on a hot dog, I got to go either Chicago dog or chili cheese dog.
I think for me it was the chili cheese dog because I really like.
I like a Coney Island.
Yeah.
That's a good
I like
combination
onion.
of flavors. I
Yeah.
like the beans. You know, the beans to me, those chili beans. I like baked beans with a hot dog, but chili beans that are they're just delicious.
Oh, wait, is this the right one? Backyard.
Backyard
Yeah,
barbecue?
potato
Now that
salad.
one, I'm pretty sure.
That's the 5-0 there.
Oh, yeah. I thought I grabbed the potatoes.
I'm pretty sure that the backyard one
That's the backyard there.
was one of the ones that we tried because we've had you on before.
That's been on the menu since day one. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had you years ago when we were on the hill. For the fans out
Man,
there
that knife is sharp.
who remember our old web series, Three Lawyers Eating
There you
Sandwiches,
go.
Steve's Hot Dogs was one of
There
our
you
first
go.
episodes.
Remember that old thing? With the young Don Rickles was with us. Could I get something more to drink?
Is he still
here?
alive?
No, he died.
We lost old Donnie.
Okay, now this
I never
one.
thought he was that
This
funny.
is the backyard barbecued. This one's got potato salad on it, bacon, barbecue sauce, and you got more beans here. Tangy baked beans, Ed.
Well,
This one, I don't eat this one all the time, but every time I do, I'm like, man, I forget how good it is.
So
this is now replaced the others as
the
my favorite
names
one.
of the barbecues or the hot dogs reflect what's in the hot dog, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Because I see we got one coming up, the appendectomy. I wonder what that's going to be like. Maybe an
Thank
odd
God he was
case.
setting up a joke, because otherwise the observation was
You know
so.
what? I am the mustard to the ketchup of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a little condiment.
Yes.
Now, the next one's a little controversial.
Oh.
Why is it controversial just because it's Hawaiian? I get Hawaiian pizza's controversial, but just does that automatically make it controversial?
Well, it's not actually. I didn't.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with the great state of Hawaii. Some say the best state we have to offer.
It's a nice day. You ever been to Hawaii?
It is the fact that you put pineapples on it. To a lot of people, that's very controversial. To some people, pineapples, that's my dog.
All right. Well, I don't. Do you find that there is pineapple controversy
Yes, absolutely.
on hot dogs?
hear
Only
some
on
people say-
pizza.
People
We
go
know that
crazy
there is
about it
on pizza. We know that.
But it's once again, it's sugar. Sugar goes great with fat and salt.
See, and what you're preaching is what I've been saying.
I'm not saying it's bad.
No, well,
I'm
let
just
me talk.
saying you're
When
going to
when I
find
watched the
controversy.
show Chopped. You know, and it's this challenging show, but when you watch it enough, you realize, you know what, it's really not that challenging. Every ingredient, all you look for is which
There you go.
taste bud is it appealing to? Is it a sweet? Is it a sour? Is it a salty? Or what, savory? And then what's the texture?
Yep.
And that's it. You start forgetting what
Play
we've
around with
labeled
it.
it.
Yep.
And we just say, you know what, this is what I'm going to use as a sweet element. It doesn't matter if it was hard candy or, a soda pop. They just see it as a sweet.
Yep.
See, and did you always love food? I mean, you talk like a chef. Guys, you think people remember that we're not just guys eating sandwiches, but we're actually a law firm that handles injury cases?
You think the podcast has gotten so big, they forgot about our roots.
Have they forgotten about this man, 45 years on the television, telling people that we don't get paid unless you get paid? Do you think they know that?
Tell them.
We don't get paid if you don't get paid.
There you go. You've been hurt? Call us. Now back to the podcast.
I'm not a chef, but I love food. That's the
get
thing.
it,
So I
man.
love eating. And I love playing around with food.
Hank.
So when I met Joe,
Who's Joe?
Joe's actually been with me since day one, since we started
What's
the
his name?
business.
Give him a
His name's
shout out.
Joe Zeeble.
Oh,
and
okay.
our whole idea was to just play with food, mess around with it.
Oh, shoot.
There was no rules, there was no laws, whatever. So
I have to excuse myself for 1 second.
Oh,
let's just play around with it.
Wow, you see, that's how you know just how organic this podcast is. We go out of our way to avoid anything that makes us look polished and competent. We want you to have the real experience. Like, we're just a bunch of guys. See, he has to keep, that's 4 times this episode they've had to remind me to move my microphone back in front.
You're the new Terry.
But, let me explain why. It's because it's hot dogs. Hot dogs with a lot of toppings on it require me to lean forward and eat over my plate. In order to lean forward and over my plate, I slide the microphone to the side, and then I forget to put it back. So there's a reason for all of these things that happen. And I don't want you to think, I mean, I'm eating as much as I can, but I can only eat so. I'm not winning your contest.
I'm
let's
same.
say that.
I'm same rate. Yep. There's a lot to go through. Yeah.
What do you do when you're not, making music and making hot dogs?
I train and compete as a amateur bodybuilder sometimes too.
Jesus Christ!
So I usually do 1 show a year. So I'm always in training.
Yeah.
are you natural?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. Yeah. I'm too old to not to do it any other kind of way.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm a natural bodybuilder, and this is like my 7th year competing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming that's one of those things that the work itself is the reward, right? I mean,
Yes.
you don't need somebody to give you a trophy. If you wind up with a healthy body that looks good, it's its own reward.
The process is what I really enjoy.
Yeah.
The 6 months of preparing for a contest. I actually enjoy.
What do you think you can do for me? Could we get? We have a base that I can work off of
You're
here.
very solid.
We can beef you up a little bit.
Yeah, I need a
solid.
little. I need a little bit of bulk up here. People say I'm looking a little feeble in the shoulders.
In the interest of full disclosure, I'm not natural. But you can't get your hormones steroids at the gas
He's
station.
been bulking up
Right,
with
yeah,
a variety of
you
high
can't.
caloric foods.
You have to get them through a medical professional, not a
sure
gas
do.
station.
That's the key.
That's what I found.
Yeah. Well, listen, it works.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, and I guess it's wrong to ask him when he gets back because, it could be a personal situation, but it's very unusual for him to get a call and be like, got it, boom, jump off. What do you, is it you or his father? You know anything?
He's Batman.
You think that was it? There's only one reason I know he.
I wasn't supposed to say, but I'm tired. I can't keep it a secret anymore. My son is Batman.
I would have been inclined to believe him. But I
Please stop it.
Oh my God!
But I don't think Batman would have that haircut. That's my one concern. Yeah, are you sure he's not Iron Man?
It's a wig.
I don't know. You know what? He should make wigs out of that. I mean, I wouldn't wear one. But
It's a beautiful
he's got
head
some
of
tight
hair.
curls. Yeah, it was. I don't know. And he's got some styling stuff in there today, but I'm not sure. I'd like to hear from the listeners.
Okay, I can't eat another hot dog. It makes me sick.
Okay.
I'd like you to leave now.
No.
I can't
you
look
are gonna
at you.
have-
For you to get out.
I can't eat more
you're-
hot dogs.
Now, when
You're
you
going to have one more hot dog after
when you
this.
do the contest, you have to eat the crumbs like that.
Oh,
stuff.
God.
Do you
Well,
really?
of course.
Yeah, too,
Yeah, because otherwise people would start shaking off the dogs before they ate
Did you
them.
ever see that Man versus Food show?
Oh yeah.
seen a
That's
couple
remarkable.
episodes.
Yeah.
The amount of food that man can put away.
He comes through St. Louis quite a bit too.
Does he really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are the good food challenges in St. Louis? And what else, where do you eat when you're not eating your own hot dogs? What do you like to eat around St. Louis?
So I live right off of South Grand. So I'm
It's a
up and
big
down
food area there.
A lot of restaurants
Yeah.
there. So I'm in the restaurants on South Grand all the time. Faux Grand just opened back up, which we're super excited about. And there's Padrino's next door to us. So yeah, I'm up and down South.
Talk about other places he eats in St. Louis when he's
this
not
is
eating
my
hot
son.
dogs.
Now you're going to think this is an odd request of Steve.
Okay.
Would you take your shirt off?
Oh my God.
No, he's a bodybuilder.
He is a competitive
He's
bodybuilder.
a competitive bodybuilder. I want him to give me a little bit of your.
I was on a podcast this morning and I was asked to take my pants off and I did.
Look, a member of the audience.
Wait.
Nice.
Okay. What kind of podcast would ever ask you to take off your pants?
No way.
Simply a first.
I didn't say
No,
pants.
yeah, first.
I didn't say pants.
No.
I was on one this
Ed
morning
was
and I
on
was
one,
asked to take my
and
pants off.
And unlike Steve,
Where was it?
Ed has no judgment.
Well, no, I have judgment. I didn't take my underwear off, but I mean,
my gosh.
I wear boxers
Wait,
that look
who-
like shorts.
who asked
I
you
was
to
on
take-
this morning. Jim Hayes, the sideline reporter for the Cardinals, and Cam Jansen, the Blues former
Cam's
Blues
great,
player.
yeah.
Maybe.
The two of them do a morning show together.
And they asked you to be
We
a
were
guest.
on, and
Very nice.
Yeah, and they had noticed a few of the tattoos on my
Oh,
arms.
so they wanted to see all.
And then they heard that I actually
go.
had far more elaborate ones on my
you
legs.
go.
How did they hear that?
He told
In
him.
the conversation.
Oh, you told them.
Okay.
Well, they asked about other tattoos.
Let's give
Next
this
thing you know,
dog the
they're like, we need
the
to see him.
Jamaican
We need
dog.
to see
This
him.
is
you
my
take 'em
favorite
off?
one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is my favorite
Listen,
one.
you think I'm a better guess? I'll take. If someone says take your clothes off, I take them off.
Yeah. No, he's got quite a few tattoos.
He does.
Well, I don't
Ed,
front.
do you have
I
one?
take them off.
You know
Steve,
what?
did you
And
get
the
your tats
timing-
locally?
What's that?
Do you have a local tattoo guy, or do you?
These
is this on
tattoos
the
are
road?
from everywhere. A lot of them from the road. Yeah.
So
the
you
road,
were on it before a lot of people did it.
What's
What,
that?
tattooing?
Tattoos. You say you've had them a long
since
time.
the 80s.
Does it bother you
Yeah, I
that
would.
everybody has tattoos now?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Do you?
Yeah, because
The Johnny Come Latelys.
now it's not so taboo anymore. Now
That's,
it's
that's
more
true.
than true.
if you want to just get one, that's fine.
Have you ever had one removed?
No, but I probably got something that I could probably cover up.
I mean, is that real pain? I would guess that's very painful to have them removed.
I think it is more painful to have it removed than
Then
to actually get it.
Oh, wow.
There's some old ones I have that either need to be touched up or covered up. I'll probably do that. But
Man.
this hot dog is called the Bacon Jamaican.
Yes, I remember that one because I think we did
Cheese
that
in the
one last
bun
time,
down
too.
there.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Yeah, with the cheese, that's pepper jack, and then we have a honey chipotle sauce, which we make in the house. Bacon, of course. It's got
double
grilled
bacon.
bell peppers.
I was listening to Bob Marley on the way to work today, so who knew this was going to happen?
And let me tell you, that was delicious.
Well, there's the Jamaican dog, and I was listening to Bob Marley on the way to work.
If I'm not wrong, this is not all of the hot dogs that you have. And don't you also have hamburgers there?
We do. We have hot dogs, burgers.
Was that controversial? I mean, isn't there? I mean, if you're talking about people hating mustard instead of ketchup or ketchup, and you would think a hot dog would never want to be around a hamburger. I think it's smart.
But don't you go to barbecues at people's houses and they say, "What do you want? Hot dogs, hamburgers?" And most people will go one of each, one on one.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I didn't. I wouldn't.
I don't think there's any I think the only controversy we had today, well, Tara
about him
asking
taking
Steve
his
to
shirt
remove
off,
his clothes and revealing that he did remove his, and finally the pineapple.
Oh, wait, you didn't hear the biggest reveal.
Yes.
Tell him.
You're Batman, apparently.
Yeah, you're Batman.
Well,
That's
you know
why
what's
We were speculating as to
why you had
what
to
would have been
leave.
so
What was the
important.
big
And you went,
mystery?
dun, 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 and you went, and I said, "What's that?" He says, "He's Batman."
Well, I will tell you.
Oh.
About, call it 6 months ago, we noticed a funny noise coming from our freezer. A clanking.
Not where I was
And
expecting
the
this to
kids
go.
could not find their gerbils.
Wait, from the freezer
And
who's doing
then,
that?
when Ed removed his pants, the gerbil just fell out.
That's it. And Ed was relieved.
And are you sure it was a gerbil?
Oh my God.
Anyway, so we
We got to have views. We need this.
we called, and a company came and fixed it. The problem is it was not fixed. They have a very handsome warranty. They stand by their work wonderfully. They came back. They replaced the ice maker. It wasn't fixed. They came back. They replaced it again. But they were supposed to call me when they did it the last time because ice was falling back into like a crevice behind the ice maker that they didn't know about, and I thought that was going to cause problems long term. So I had to get them while they were at the house so that I could FaceTime with the repair person, explain the problem, and they are
Let's have a
now
little vote.
disassembling it.
Let's
It
have a
was
little
much
vote.
better when he was Batman, though.
Prefers that he was Batman.
Yeah, I
To
think
that
Batman was
explanation,
was a more entertaining story.
Yeah.
That said,
Oh, that's a good cover, though, if I am.
I would love to see a follow up on this freezer business next week to know if the sound is gone. I
No,
don't think
no. The sound has been gone. The problem was, it was actually almost comical. What happened was initially when they fixed the ice maker, and you wouldn't notice on a day-to-day basis, it was when we leave town, we would come back and it wouldn't stop producing ice. So the whole freezer was just full of ice. I'd pull the ice drawer out and it was overflowing, and it just like this avalanche of ice just falls out onto the
it's
floor.
supposed to have like a little stopper.
Yeah,
if it
the
gets to a
stopper
certain-
was not working.
That's the
And
issue.
now
That's
when
gonna
I
be your
told the guy
problem.
that, he said, "Hey, you really," and he's right, he said, "you should really not leave your freezer, your ice maker running when you leave town, because if your power goes out, you're going to have a lot of water on the floor." No, he wasn't excusing that it was over making ice. He was saying, and I'm sure everyone in the ice maker business will tell you the same thing, and he's right. If your freezer goes out while you're out of town, you're going to have a lot of water on your floor
Well,
when you get
that's
back.
true.
That said, I don't know
what is the ice
anyone.
sitting in? I thought it's like sitting in a bucket inside your
I
freezer.
bet there's a lot.
Why wouldn't it just melt and be in
I
the
bet
bucket?
there's a lot of things that could possibly
Because if you
go
have
wrong.
the kind with ice on the door, there's obviously a hole in it so it can get out. And if you just have an ice maker,
I'm sure that they wouldn't be telling you that if it wasn't true. It's just if everyone
one
did
does it.
all of the things
Right.
that they
That's
recommend
right.
you to do when you
What a-
leave,
what
you'd
a-
never be able
it's
to
like
leave.
showering
Wouldn't
before you
leave,
get in
right.
a swimming pool.
What about that
is my
kid?
shower.
Right,
What about
exactly.
that kid you got in the basement? What if he got out while you were
No,
out of
and
town?
you know how much maintenance the kid is when you're going to leave town?
Yes.
Okay.
You got to put out the extra
Let's
food.
get back to,
You got to put out the extra
That's
water.
right. You have to work to some sort of toilet.
It's a process.
When you
Yes,
are
yes.
fashion them.
Are you a competitive bodybuilder?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
So you're in competitions regularly.
He just
Like
does,
once a
he
year,
does
like,
it
yeah.
on a corner.
Although if you're eating like this today, you're not in a cutting phase, I guess.
No, so I work it in because I know I'm going to be eating the food at the restaurant like on a regular basis. And then there all the time.
like
so.
how long will you work out for a workout?
These days, like I
He's
get an
fascinated by
hour.
workouts.
I get an hour in the
But when
morning.
you're training like for a contest,
I get about an hour in the morning of weight training, and then I make sure I do cardio at night. That's when I'm getting ready for a show. I just up the cardio.
But when you're ready for a show, isn't it more about like almost lowering your fat consumption to nothing to trim to get your body fat down?
For me, it's the opposite. I'm lowering carbohydrates.
Okay.
I'm lowering the carbohydrates.
Or whatever it is.
Fat and
You're removing
proteins.
body fat, right?
Yep.
That's what
That's what you're doing. So you
What's your best thing you got?
my
Your
best thing?
arms, your
My arms.
chest.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's a that's a
Our
big
arms-
muscle.
Just dying to see.
Yeah, you got
anything you
that's
have
the-
that you're willing to
Oh, boy.
show this
You
man.
got a big forearm.
Bam!
Look at that.
Are
I got
you?
yes.
Are the competitions?
Look-
Is it
no,
like
you're solid? There's no
Solid
question.
but small.
Are bodybuilding
Were you
competitions
always-
like
did you-
almost
is this
like?
just revealed?
Are
by
they
your weight
whole
loss?
body, or is it almost like a barbecue contest? Oh, this guy's known for his ribs. This guy's known for his biceps.
it's the
This guy's
whole-
known for his
Right,
lats.
but-
You know what I
Judged on
mean?
overall symmetry.
But they do have,
They do have ones that
people
are
are
like that.
some guys are known for their chest. I mean, I've seen so many videos.
Are there awards for specific body parts?
There
No,
isn't.
it's just overall. Okay,
They're
so
looking
it's not
for,
like
they're
a,
looking for symmetry. So
Okay.
they're looking for the guy who has or female who has the most symmetrical looking
What's
body.
it like
And that's very
backstage?
subjective, so.
That's not going to be
What
me.
kind of people are bodybuilders? Are they catty? Or are they
Oh, it's a
helpful to
great
each other?
community. Like when
Oh,
you-
really? They're nice
A
people.
lot of type A's, a lot of people who are just like kind of. So when you're backstage with all the other athletes, it's a lot of folks that previously played sports, or a lot of them played sports in college, or a lot of ex-military.
a lot of intense people, I would
Yep.
think.
So it's just like an extension of that. Like you know.
Is there any place for a lumpy man in that sport? Because I feel like I don't know if there's a place for the three of us. And
No, there
I think
are.
it's
we're
body-
various degrees of lumpy.
You know what-
Body
interesting.
destroyers.
You know,
do they have that? Can we open
They
for
don't have
somebody
that
just so
yet.
that the
They don't have
contrast would really pop? Or
No,
would be
for
interesting.
some reason, there's a guy named Shaw. I think Brian Shaw or something. He's been the world's strongest man like 5 times. And they have him on a stage. He judged a bodybuilding contest. So he is shaking hands with these little bitty men that are huge, but they're like 5'4". There's a lot of
powerlifters
very
are
small.
bigger.
Oh, but this guy
Powerlifters
weighs
are-
400 pounds.
Yeah,
He's
powerlifters
6'8".
that's a different sport
yeah,
altogether.
that's
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
more than half of what we wanted from Game of Thrones was that he's like
Yes.
well, for mine.
Was he the mountain?
Yeah.
The mountain. Remember the
So
mountain?
you train for strength.
different man.
Right.
That's a
For
different
that,
man.
whereas with bodybuilding, you're training for symmetry, for aesthetics.
Right. Yeah, it's an aesthetic sport.
Correct.
Unlike those mountains are not particularly. They're
Oh,
all
no. Well, some of them are muscular. You know,
they're massive,
but
massive.
they're big
You're
guys.
strong, but
Really
you're not
strong.
going to perform. A
but asymmetrical.
1,000-pound squat
Right.
with 6% body fat. You know what I mean? Like you need the body fat for the strength.
Right.
So, yeah.
What about 42%? I guess that really helps.
What is the body fat?
What if your body
percentage
fat
for-
matches the humidity level in your home?
What is it? What is it typically? I mean, bodybuilders have the smallest, right?
Yeah.
What do they have
So
percentage
at the
wise?
professional level, they come in around 3 to 5%.
But that's just at the contest. That's not walking around.
Right,
That's
but
correct,
when
yeah.
they blow up, what are they, 9, 10?
It just depends.
Even
people
that's
are,
nothing.
People are different,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
But,
I think what the typical.
Now, I bet you
healthy-
have a very low body fat at the moment.
I have extremely low body fat.
I would guess you're what, 10?
No,
Something
I think 11%.
Wow.
How would you even know that?
I'm a scale that gives it to me. Yeah, I track it. I also go to the supplement store. They have one of those
Oh,
machines.
they do it there,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could take your
Do they
shoes-
tell you you need more supplements?
shoes off and go. Look, listen, they always
do,
want to.
yeah, they do,
they
yeah.
always want to put weight on me, but they don't know my whole backstory.
Yeah.
So if a person sees me
If they
and they
just
never knew
asked,
my
yeah.
backstory, they would maybe think. This guy can't even put on weight. Little do they know,
Right.
I could gain 100 pounds in a
Before
month
you
if
walked
I
out the
allowed
store.
myself
Sure,
to.
yeah.
So are you
I do because
still-
I've been,
So
spent
you're
most of my
not-
life huge.
You are not there yet.
What do you mean?
Where?
I mean, where you think you haven't lost that ability or the potential desire.
Oh, to be heavy.
weights,
I
eat so
always
much you would
believe.
gain on.
Listen, I treat it like if I was an alcoholic.
Correct.
No.
Recognizing that I'm always
Well, now that we're done
recovering
eating,
at
I can
it.
put the kimono back
Put the
on.
kimono back on.
Oh my God!
I don't know that
badges.
Who
That's
needs,
great.
who needs stinking badges?
Yeah, I don't know that it's.
And I know, but and that explained the bolo tie, and I accepted the bolo.
Well, I bought them on the
yes,
same
I
day.
accepted the bolo because
What
I
kind of
thought the
store
bolo
do you
could
go to for
exist.
that?
outside of
By
Colorado.
itself, like, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, listen, let me say this. I love the look. I'm just not sure, I mean, I think you have to have a certain level of confidence
where would you
for it.
purchase an item like this?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Just
why I'm on a
several
podcast,
just
isn't
several
it?
stalls down from the bolo tie.
But where?
I'll tell you something interesting about this. The bolo tie.
Which stall?
It was like
See
their
this?
version of
You want to
Kingdom
see this?
City.
Getting close, Stephen. Getting close. Apparently, they took the skin of an armadillo.
Oh.
And that's what left that impression.
Oh, they didn't hurt the armadillo.
No, I think it was already dead.
Yeah, that armadillo
But I don't
was-
think it was killed. I think it was roadkill.
Yeah.
It was. This was at a festival. There was several stalls down. But the interesting about this, and you may be in the market for something, is
I like the material.
Most of what they have is like towels and sheets and blankets. It's like
Made out of
No, I
wood.
can
It's
see
like
that.
sand cloud.
it's very soft cotton.
No, I can see
it's
it. Yeah.
nice.
What do they call it? I don't remember what kind of cotton, but it's nice. It's nice cotton. That's what it is. Very soft
I
stuff.
think I'm going to start wearing
Luxurious.
some screwed up crap on the podcast too.
Luxurious.
Why not? I mean, who knows?
As
Who
long as
cares?
you leave your pants on, that's fine. More clothes, better.
Where's the best cotton? Is that Egyptian cotton? And do you
I'm no
think
cotton
it's really
expert.
from
I
Egypt?
mean, you hear that.
No.
I would.
You've
never
never
think-
heard of Egyptian?
I've heard of it, but I don't think it's
Egyptian
from
cotton,
Egypt.
so-
Of course it is.
I don't
All of
know.
it?
Well, originally, it's
Originally,
like
yeah, but I mean-
or is it like champagne?
Yeah, where, it's all from Champagne in
Or else
France.
it
I
ain't
think
champagne.
is. I think they've sued. They have a
Yeah.
name. You can't call it champagne.
Because it's not
You call it
champagne.
Sparkling
I'm
wine.
gonna start
for
calling
some-
myself
But
champagne. See what
colloquially-
they
You're going to
do.
get sued.
No, there's a lot of people that have the name Champagne. No likelihood of confusion. Nobody's going to
I've
drink
never
Terry.
met someone named Champagne.
Really?
First name or last name? I bet there's a stripper someplace.
Oh,
Yeah, most likely.
someplace. I would imagine there's a
Every
stripper
place.
in every place.
Thinking that,
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's like wondering if there's one called Destiny.
No, would you bet everything you have that there's someplace is a stripper named Champagne?
someplace.
Without a question.
That would be a great.
Without
I mean,
a
I
question.
would
That's
take
too
that.
easy.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
we'd all take
yeah.
that bet. That's not a hard one.
What do you think?
Have you seen there's
over or under 5,000? What would you?
Under. I don't think there's nearly as many
That's a good
gentlemen's
question.
clubs as you think there
Yeah.
are.
I might
the
go
world?
on.
I mean, it may be closer than you think.
I think it is.
Speaking of gambling, have you noticed that there is this sort of celebrity gambling culture that has really a lot of it's promoted online, but these guys, like you see Dana White, and these guys like back in the day you used to hear Michael Jordan
What are they?
gambling in casinos.
Right. You used to get those private poker games or whatever, but I think a lot of them are being used to promote things like DraftKings and the other betting sites.
They are, but these guys will win and lose millions of dollars. Millions
They
of
have.
dollars.
Listen, but if they have it,
I don't know that some of them have the kind of money to lose millions. I was thinking about it. Dana White is a billionaire, right?
yeah. Oh, sure.
Okay. But that's just 1,000 million. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah,
True.
but
It's
it
not. You
replenishes,
can't argue
though.
with that
It re-
statement.
because
You
It's
can't.
not like his money's not continually
That's
making money.
arithmetic.
He
Yeah,
could just
that's
bet.
true.
He could
That's
just
just
gamble the
math.
interest.
I'm just saying, like, losing $1 million, even a billionaire, that's not
Nothing?
no, that's not nothing at all.
Yeah, but I can't imagine they're doing
Yeah.
that frequently. You think they're doing that frequently?
I think they are. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you do hear people
And a lot
who
of
go
these
broke who had a
streamers-
lot of money
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
gambling, but that's a sickness. You know what I mean?
get
It's
addicted
like
to it.
drinking or drugs.
And I think, did you ever see a guy named Mickey Mace,
Yes.
the gambler? I think he really is
everybody.
responsible for popularizing gambling amongst
Really?
the.
And you know what?
Because he made it look.
You know what? I don't like billionaires. Now, a lot of
Oh,
it's
God.
personal jealousy.
Wait, let me
There's
back
no
up.
question.
How many billionaires do you know?
Have you
Not
met?
one.
I know. Have I ever met a billionaire?
Well, I'm sure you. I know you've met a billionaire. I'm asking how many you know.
That's
What did I mean?
Rex Sinkfield. I mean, you know Rex.
I've
never met
seen
Rex.
Him. I've seen
Never
him.
met Rex.
But he's an
front of
easy
me.
one for people to dislike because half of the people roughly would disagree with his politics.
How about this? I dislike a lot of
You like the-
billionaires for some of the things they do.
You dislike the concept of billionaires, not necessarily them as people.
I just
I
like
want
the
to be
concept.
one. I mean, a lot of it's
I don't
personal
wanna.
jealousy. Oh, you don't want to be a billionaire?
No, listen, it's not that I don't want to be one. It's just
No
I think
money,
we
no
use
problems.
I think what we're really saying when people say that
Yes.
is that what they're really saying is that I'd like to be able to go and do whatever I want without money being an issue.
know what you
Because a
want?
billion is way more than you need.
don't
for
need
money.
money.
You know what you really need? When the expression "fuck you, money." That's
Hold on.
what.
I'm
pardon
glad.
me.
No. I'm glad you
Yes.
said that.
No,
I'm
because
very glad you
that's
said
how
that
you feel
because
about
I
it.
need
Steven,
a.
you're
I-
gonna have to beep that
no,
up for the
give me a
radio.
second here. Give me a second. This is actually really important. I don't want to forget. I was thinking about it last night. Steven and Jen, we have to bleep out every curse word.
He knows.
Really?
Well,
Every curse
well,
word.
we're on the
We
radio
will-
now.
No, it's not just
No,
that.
well, that-
I mean, that may
even
be
it-
part of it.
that's
but,
the FCC.
But we
We
will
have a
get.
choice.
It impacts the algorithm.
Okay.
Everything.
Oh, sorry, I
No, I'm
didn't
not
know
saying you
that. I
can't
didn't
say
know
it.
that. Just bleep
I'm just saying it has to be
Bleep it out.
bleeped,
Okay.
or else it can really
But
impact.
let me finish my sentence. I
Screw
would
you
like
money.
"f you money."
That's perfect.
Yeah, that you can say.
Because that's what you really want. I mean, I want a big house and a
Right.
boat and all that, but I could do that on $50 million.
Right,
It's
that's
the
my
money,
point, is
and
people
this
use
is
the
what I
phrase.
don't understand about billionaires. I don't understand how billionaires are sometimes such sissies, or what would you call them? You know, especially politically. They will politically, to gain favor, they will do horrible things. And what are they worried about? Who can mess? If you got $1 billion, how can anybody mess with you?
That's true.
You know,
There's
I
not-
mean,
there's not a
and
whole
so
lot of
to
people
me,
pushing
I would
back.
love FU money, where if the dry cleaners messed up my clothes and gave me a lot of trouble, I would open up another dry cleaner store
feels
right
very
next
petty,
to them.
though.
Oh, yeah, petty! I'd be the pettiest
Yeah,
person,
he'd be-
and I would do it. Please come in. You get your cleaning for free, and everybody gets
It's
$1,000.
true, and,
I think
I'm
that's
going to
actually
go on
illegal.
record. I'm
Put
going to
them
go on
out of
record and say
business.
Terry invented the Spite Store before the season of
yeah,
Curb
I
Your
did, I did.
Enthusiasm that was dedicated to the Spite Store, because
Nice.
this played out in a whole series, a whole season of the show Curb Your
Yeah,
Enthusiasm.
yeah.
But he had the idea for a Spite Store
long time
so
ago.
many years
Long
before
time
that.
ago.
He's
That's
had a
awesome.
dream. Nothing would make him happier than putting somebody out of business that did him wrong by putting in a competitor thing next door and
Wait,
just
wait,
running them
you know
out.
what the
But
worst thing
you'd
is?
like to do that too.
Listen, it would be
I
very
felt that way.
satisfying.
I felt
Has
Who hasn't
anyone
felt
even?
that
Have
way?
you ever even had that? Let's say you were a billionaire.
Have I ever
Is
had
there a
somebody-
store you would have already opened?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Dry cleaners. I know.
Why do you hate dry cleaners so much?
First of all,
Your clothes are so wrinkled.
I've never seen him wear anything other than a
Nothing.
ratty T-shirt.
What
Why
if
are you
have
going to a dry cleaner?
You've named. When was the
Some
last
dry
time you
cleaners
even
have
had a
done
dry
him wrong.
cleaner?
My goodness, what have I done to both of you?
I mean,
to earn
We're
that
just
kind
defending
of
dry
scorn.
cleaners.
Will you dry clean this shirt?
No. But I'm saying,
Maybe dry
I remember
rot.
I had an orange shirt, and I took it to the dry cleaners, and when I picked it up, it was a white shirt. So I
So
said,
they did you a favor.
Yeah, they
very,
cleaned it.
very politely. I said to them, this shirt was orange when I brought it
And
in.
they said,
now it's
"You're welcome."
clean.
And I assumed that when I picked it up, it would be an orange shirt. And they said, oh, it's a white shirt. I said, no, it wasn't a white shirt when I brought it in. I know that. And they gave me a lot of argument about it. It was like it was a cheap shirt, like $400 or
That's not a cheap. That's a very expensive
You
shirt.
have
I
not
know.
spent $400
I know.
on
On
a
a
shirt
wardrobe.
in your life.
on a wardrobe.
Anyway, I would have done that with them. You've had
Really?
you've
Wait a second.
never had a little business or some person
Yes,
who
of course,
was a total
people have pissed me
jerk.
off. But wait a second, hold on. I got to get back on how an orange shirt became a white shirt.
I don't know. I'm not
You
a dry
have
cleaner.
a photograph.
Yes, there was no doubt. It was an orange shirt. I got it back. It was
Okay.
a white shirt.
Are you suggesting that it was a different shirt, or
different
did
shirt.
they take the color out of your shirt?
Take the color
Took
because
the
it
color out.
appeared to be my size. It was my
Honestly, you
shirt.
should be thanking them.
Well, let me add,
Why?
here's along the
they
same.
cleaned it.
So
They didn't.
I
They
wouldn't
didn't.
want
Clean
to.
the orange right out.
And you're saying they were
Got it
mean
back to
about
its
it.
native
And
white.
they were unhealthy.
If they were nice.
Oh, of course,
But if they
yes,
would have
I
been,
wouldn't
if
care.
they would have been nice about it,
Everybody makes a
Right.
mistake.
they
I
would
don't
not
care.
have wanted to put
Tell
them
me,
out of
tell me,
business.
you're
What
Wait
dry
a-
cleaning process would
Wait a
take
second.
the orange out of a bleach? How is that dry cleaning? Bleach is liquid.
You of all the people I know that are mad about everything
Yes.
most of the time,
Yes.
you have not. You must have 1,000 stories.
He just doesn't have any orange
I've got
shirts.
gripes, but what I do is I complain about it till it's out of my system, and then I
because
let
you're
it go.
not
What would
a
you-
billionaire.
Okay.
If you were a billionaire, you would be
Okay.
able to do more
Other than
complain.
putting people out of business.
Yeah.
And
Any
let's-
chance you want to cure a kid's illness? with that billion, or just putting people out?
If you were a billionaire,
You know
Steve,
what?
Yeah.
we got to back up for a second. If you were a billionaire, how would you live your life differently? Like, what are there any, like, a couple of things, like,
And you have a minute and 24 seconds to answer.
just a couple things.
Minute and 21 now.
What would you do?
I don't think I would put other businesses
I
out
wouldn't
of
either.
business.
Okay,
But yeah,
take that
just
off the list.
At that point, you can do whatever you want to do without
Bull
worrying
S.
about how much money you're making. Like you just do whatever you want to do.
But I can't think of anything specific, like how my life. I don't know that I'm going to buy like a big yacht.
Oh, are you
Yeah,
kidding?
I don't.
You'd buy a 400-foot yacht. You would have a schedule of people you liked. You would say, "Be in Miami. I'll send you tickets. You're going to go."
Nobody
for 2
goes.
days."
People are too busy for
No,
that.
they aren't.
They are.
If somebody got a
get
400-foot yacht, you would go in a second.
I have no use
Maybe
for
if I
all
didn't
that.
get seasick. Anyway,
I enjoy
You don't get seasick
I
on
feel like a
400-foot
billionaire puts a
yacht.
target on your back. I think you're better off
No,
at
then
like
you
the
have
200-300 million.
You have those big guys with you. I love those guys. You know those guys that say
Oh,
he's
God.
so big. Remember, it's like you'd have the Andre the Giant with you all the time.
You wouldn't be able to trust
And with
anybody
that,
else.
Do you
we
remember-
end as
Like,
where
you would have a
we
target.
end as
Yeah,
where
you
we
would.
began. We have 18
okay,
seconds.
I got 18. Remember, who is the band that had the huge bodyguards? They used to say, "Beat that guy up." It was Led Zeppelin, I believe.
Okay.
They got sued over it, but they didn't put
As
up with
they
anything.
should have.
And they're not billionaires.
And
That's the important thing.
And scene.
And that's it for everybody. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you for coming on, Steve. Can't
Gotta
wait to
stay
eat
on
more
schedule.
of these dogs.
Thank you. You made it with your shirt on. We're
Yes,
so pleased.
which is a record for our show.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.